right, another Fox News alert just an hour after he sought to dismiss the election interference case against Donald Trump. Jack Smith has now filed a motion with the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals to dismiss the classified documents case against the former president.
This is an NBC News special report. Here's Lester Holt.
Good day. We're coming on the air with breaking news about President-elect Donald Trump. The Justice Department special counsel Jack Smith just filed a motion to dismiss the federal criminal case against the president-elect over his efforts to overturn the 2020 election results. The news comes after NBC News learned the Justice Department had been planning to wind down its federal cases against Mr. Trump. It also comes as NBC News learned that Smith and his team plan to resign before Mr. Trump returns to the White House.
And all right, beautiful people, here it is. Yes, indeed. What a great time to be alive. All right, now let's read it out loud and proud from President Trump himself. Donald J. Trump says, these cases, like all the other cases I have been forced to go through, are empty and lawless and should have never been brought. Over $100 million of taxpaying dollars have been wasted in the Democratic Party's fight against the political opponent, me. Nothing like this has ever happened in our country before. Man, they have also used state prosecutors and district attorneys such as Fannie Willis, Big Fannie G. We coming to get that mattress with them taxpaying dollars. We coming to get that. We coming to get that mattress. And we don't want your Ciroc bottles. We don't want your alcohol. We don't want it, Big Fannie. Going on trips. Unbelievable. But let's continue. Fannie Willis and her lover, Nathan Wade, who had absolutely zero experience in cases such as this, but was paid millions, enough for them to take numerous trips and cruises around the globe. Can't make this up, y'all. Letitia James, Big Chish James, y'all, who inappropriately, unethically, and probably illegally campaigned on getting Trump in order to win political office. And Alvin Bragg, who himself never wanted to bring this case against me, but was forced to do so by the Justice Department and the Democratic Party. It was a political hijacking and a low point in the history of our country that such a thing could have happened. And yet I preserve against all odds and won. Make America great again. And you know what I say, and we really don't get a victory until people are investigated, arrested, disbarred, hands behind your back, hands behind your back. And I say state trooper style. Hands up, walk backwards for me. Come on, walk backwards. Put your hands up, walk backwards. Get on the floor. Get on the floor. On the floor, hands behind your back. And it's a list of them. And some of that list was mentioned in this statement. Hands behind Nate's damn back. Whoo, it feels good, boy. You know, it was banana peels on the floor. It was, you know, they had tequila, but they wanted tequila. They had tequila everywhere. Ciroc bottles. They had kangaroos jumping on the freeway. You know, they almost had the tampons out in the middle of the street. The tampons, they wanted the tampons all out in the middle of the street on the freeway. They had already threw the laptop out, you know, rush. They threw the laptop out. We did it, y'all. We are making progress. And boy, don't it feel good. Oh, man. Woo! Oh, man. Yeah. Shams after sham after sham. Hands behind y'all back. Yeah. Should be ashamed of yourself, sir. It's a lot of them. You know, and I'm glad that I get to make videos like this to break the news to y'all. You know, I know y'all might have already seen the breaking news, but we got to put an emphasis on it. I love y'all though, man. We are starting the week off strong, I tell you. We're going to finish November out strong, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. If you're not invited to the family dinner, you invited over here. I know a lot of y'all done got cut off, you know, and, you know, things ain't the same anymore with your loved ones, your family, because you just wanted common sense to be great again. You were tired of the shams. You seen the corruption, the lies, the propaganda, the fake news, the bias reporting. You knew what took place in 2020. And I say freedom, free the prisoners, freedom patriots. Free the patriots. Unless you got hit upside the head with a rock, you knew what took place in 2020. 81 million votes. A cheap fake, a deep fake. He done dropped his snow cone, ice cream cone on the floor. Sprinkles on the floor. Unbelievable. Talking about 81 million. What was that 10, 15 million this year? I didn't see that extra 10 to 15 million show up this year. Where did all those millions of votes go? Okay. All right. Let's get into it, y'all.
What are you doing?
Burying you.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
You're waking the neighbors!
No.
Shut up!
No!
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. Is Donald Trump a time traveler? A time lord? Something that we've never asked on this program, but at the beginning to really consider how Donald Trump was able to look into the future and predict this moment.
We're gonna win so much, you may even get tired of winning, and you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much.
We're going to win so much that Jack Smith's own special counsel, with the express and sole role in this election, which was putting President Trump in prison, has now just dismissed all charges against Donald Trump. Boom, baby! It's officially freaking over. The fat lady has sung. Jack Smith filed a motion to dismiss all of his charges against President Trump.
She's singing. We riding that Cadillac on 34s. Yeah, them patriots gonna do their oil change now. We're gonna get that oil change done now, y'all. See, some of them patriots weren't getting that oil change done, but we're gonna get that oil change done now, man. You know what? And we're gonna get a lottery ticket as well. You know, matter of fact, and passing one of them hot dogs on that roller, is this, are they fresh? I know sometimes y'all leave them hot dogs up there for 2 or 3 days and don't tell nobody. Okay, they fresh? Give me one.
Democrat lawfare has officially failed. As the result of the election, defendant Donald Trump will be inaugurated in January 20. It has long been the position of the Department of Justice. The United States Constitution forbids federal indictment and subsequent criminal prosecution of a sitting president. Department in the country has never faced circumstances here. The federal indictment, private citizen, blah, 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 turn it into blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Shut up.
Yeah, I showed it to y'all. Y'all know I wasn't reading it, though. Hey, come on now. They say, Rick, are you not going to read it because you dropped out of college? Yeah, I'm not going to read it. Sorry, I'm not going to read it. You know, but everybody else can read it. Y'all know y'all can read it now. But just know that this thing is all playing out how it was going to play out. I told you how this thing was going to play out. I'm just here to celebrate with y'all. That's it.
Read the headlines. Special counsel Jack Smith drops election subversion case against Donald Trump. Jack Smith seeks dismissal of charges against Trump in D.C. election case. Jack Smith.
But y'all don't get too excited. Now, again, y'all, we need to humble down. Prayers for Trump, his family, his team, his campaign. Prayers until January. I'm telling you, more prayers than ever. Because we still do not know what to expect next. I'm just saying. I know we won, though, so.
To drop J6 charges. It's over. It's over. The political persecution of Donald Trump has officially now failed. We will not forget what they tried to accomplish. They tried to destroy President Trump. They tried to put Trump in jail for the rest of his life for running for president. That was his crime. Donald Trump said we should have free and fair elections in this country, and I want to run for president. And for that, they tried to kill him. They wanted him to die in prison. And know this, that if Donald Trump hadn't have won, if we hadn't have collectively said that that's not what we do here in this country. And we're not Marxists. You're allowed to have free speech. You're allowed to object to elections in this country. You're allowed to say march peacefully and patriotically. That's not a crime. If we hadn't have put Donald Trump back in the chair in the White House, he would have been sentenced to the rest of his life. Yep. They had him already in New York on fake charges, but nonetheless, they were ready to sentence, and that Trump-hating judge was ready to put Donald Trump in Rikers Island. They were about to do it. They were this close. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end, by the way. Notable, Smith emphasizes that the case must be dismissed, but not necessarily with prejudice, meaning that they could theoretically be brought back after Trump leaves office. Oh, wow. So they're still trying to sneak one in there. It's over. Jack Smith has moved to dismiss the January 6 cases against Donald Trump. Foregoing reasons, the government specifically moves under federal rule criminal procedure to dismiss without prejudice the superseding indictment. Julie Kelly noting this dismissal without prejudice. In a final act of partisanship and poor legal judgment, Jack Smith dismisses the J6 case without prejudice to keep alive Trump haters' hope that the garbage case will somehow be resurrected when he leaves office. He's such a dirtbag. Mike Davis saying the best is yet to come for Jack Smith. Mike Davis saying Jack Smith and his office must face severe legal and political and financial consequences for their blatant lawfare and election interference. This includes federal criminal probe and conspiracy against rights under 18 U.S. Section 241. Ooh, baby. You tried. At least you tried. Now it's in the trash. Tom Cotton sounding off. Of course, this is news that just broke seconds ago. So the reactions are rolling in. Jack Smith cases will be remembered as a dark chapter of weaponization. They should never have been brought. Our elections are decided by voters, not by fanatical, deranged, liberal lawyers like Jack Smith, who has been humiliated again and again and again before the Supreme Court. The humiliation continues, ladies and gentlemen. This is the breaking news shot of Jack Smith's office when they decided to drop these cases.
That opposition, Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States.
I'm sorry, where are we going?
John, I'll jump in here. We've got some breaking news out of D.C. David Spunt reporting right now. Special counsel Jack Smith is seeking to dismiss the Trump election interference case in Washington, D.C. We should note that this was expected. We've been reporting for a few weeks now that this would happen since the DOJ cannot prosecute a sitting president. Today, this news brings us one step closer to this case formally being dropped. The judge is going to need approval for this before anything is officially dismissed, as David's reporting, and that could come as soon as today. I believe David Spunt is up now. He's got this news for us. David.
Well, hey, Sandra, after almost 2 years of this Jack Smith saga, things seem to be ending for him. We just need the judge to sign off on it. After thousands of pages and hundreds of hours of interviews, it comes down to just 6 pages. Jack Smith, the special counsel, asking Judge Tanya Chutkan to dismiss this superseding indictment. This is the election interference case in Washington, D.C., where Donald Trump was charged with trying to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. Ultimately, Smith says that DOJ does not prosecute sitting presidents. This never went to trial. It was supposed to go to trial earlier this year. That never happened. So he's asking to dismiss this case. Separately, we're waiting to see if and how he's asking to move forward in the documents case in Florida. Now, you may say that case was dismissed this summer, and that's true. It was dismissed this summer. However, Jack Smith, at the time, he didn't know Donald Trump was going to win, and he filed an appeal with the 11th Circuit Court of Appeal.
He didn't know Donald Trump was going to win. A lot of them, they thought that. We got him. He's a convicted felon. We done did our part. We done threw the bananas all out in the street. We got them kangaroos let out the cages. Now, let's get Kamala in there. It should be easy. And also, we got those celebrities, too, with that Diddy all. So we definitely won this thing. They thought they were going to get him.
Appeals in Atlanta. We're told that he's also going to be filing something soon, winding down that case as well. So as of now, these cases are not officially dropped yet. But Smith is asking Judge Chutkan, who's expected to move along with it, and say, okay, we're going to drop this case because we cannot prosecute a sitting president.
Shut up. Oh, I'm so sick of all this. Julie Kelly, this means both federal criminal cases against President Trump are over. Time for full investigations. This is
time for an investigation. Time for people to put their hands behind their back. Yeah. It's time. It's time. It's time.
Everybody is saying now. It is time for the full investigation as to what happened here. The sniveling from our corporate press over this, the crying has already begun.
Good afternoon. I'm Diane Macedo. We're coming on the air because ABC News has learned special counsel Jack Smith is officially moving to drop the January 6th election interference case against President-elect Trump. He's also expected to move to dismiss the classified documents case against Trump, possibly as early as today. Smith charged Trump last year with plotting to overturn the 2020 election and illegally storing classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate. But the Department of Justice had signaled it will not prosecute a sitting president, and Jack Smith has said he plans to step down as special counsel before Trump takes office. During the campaign, Trump also said he would fire Smith and his entire team upon returning to the White House.
Cry more. You can see him holding back tears. You can see him nearly holding back tears here on NBC News. A massive win for the rule of law is what Team Trump says here, sounding off, ladies and gentlemen, biting literally through a bite stick and through the salty sulfur tears of the NBC News crew.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to show y'all that in the beginning of the video, man. But, you know, boy, you just can't make this up, man. But we all told you this was going to happen. We already knew this was going to happen. And we just got to celebrate, y'all. Just go and celebrate, man. You know, y'all go and celebrate, man. Go and I know y'all still cracking open cold ones. Yeah, the barbecue pit still y'all ain't turned that barbecue pit. Go out there. That barbecue pit still on. God, dog. I'm saying, Patriots are still at the liquor store early in the morning, late at night. The liquor store done had to issue a inventory, immediate inventory restock, cause y'all done bought out the whole liquor store. I tell you, them Patriots is something else, man. But hey, I love y'all, and massive win, man. Massive win, and there's gonna be some more wins coming. The rest of this month. But again, prayers for Trump, man. We don't know what to expect next, man. We do not know what to expect next, but I love y'all, and I will catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love, family.